Welcome. Hey, friend. I saw our friend Amanda. She got her little thumper back there, don't she? Little ass spaghetti turning straight. Okay. I love it. I saw it. Look, I said you can get out them tall tees and them baggy pants. You got a whole two booty cheeks back there. Breasts for days. I say, look at the Lord. You better go on here, girl. I asked her, I said, so what are you? I said, so what you gonna do now? Go ahead. I said, you better get that thump. 1 minute. Look, friend, I got my shirt done. It said, yeah, I said it. You see it? Ooh, look at that. E. You see it? Yeah, I said it. But I'm gonna get some with my hey finest glass. I'm gonna get some more though. These just the beaters for now. Who is that? Hey, Sharon Keys. What's up, girl? I got the keys. But yeah, I like this shirt. Hey, Lee Davis. I hope y'all been posting y'all prom pics. I did the prom pic challenge. That's what we talking about today. You hear me? We talking about prom fashion. Prom's gone wild. That's what we talking about today.
All right, here we go.
Okay, let me put my phone on vibrate so then just don't be calling me.
3, 2.
Yo, it's your girl, Jaja. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It on Oso Radio. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Listen, it is a beautiful, thankful Thursdays, throwback Thursdays. It's Thursday. The sun is out. And let me tell you something. I got my elbows out and my shoulders. You hear me out here in these streets, straight balling in Detroit. You're listening to your girl, Jaja. Yeah, I said it. Before I take back, I'm going to add more to it. And you know you heard me the first time. I'm so grateful to be here because you know what? If I wasn't here, you wouldn't be here. And there wouldn't be no Yeah, I Said It. And in case you were wondering, you can download the app on your phone. You can go to the computer. Listen, you can do whatever. You could be doing it right now. I don't know what you're doing, but just go into the search bar, put in OSO. So I hope you know how to spell O. And I'm just talking about the letter. It's O, like O-H, and then S-O. So OSO, like, oh, so radio. So make sure you go download it. It's your girl, Jaja. You can follow me on all my social media apps at Jaja C. Hubbard. And today we are talking about proms gone wild. Okay, listen. So, what up, though? Caddy Music 313, Caddy Rebos. Stay sober or get pulled over. Tis the season to be graduating. So you guys already know it's the month of May. We've already had Mother's Day. It's over. My Mother's Day was really, really great. Last week we talked about the racism and the things that are going on, and I just feel so bad for the families and the victims of the Santa Fe shooting that happened this past Friday, that took the lives of some of our young people. And I know that I have encouraged a lot of our men to be a lot more present at these schools, present within your to the teachers of your children, and just be present around your family in general. People are crazy. We are going into the holiday season of Memorial Day weekend. You know what type of city we live in. You know where we from, and you know people is crazy and ignorant. And so with that being said, we're talking proms going wild. I'm 15 years out of high school. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, but I'm still young, tender, okay? Anywho, 15 years out track because, of course, you know my son is 15 years old, and he had the mitigated audacity to accompany me to my prom. Who does he think he is? Well, he kind of didn't have a choice. I was pregnant. Anywho, I've been looking at these proms, you guys, and it has just been overwhelming. And I'm just trying to figure out where is these parents getting all this money from? Two, you don't even have a Lamborghini. You don't even have a Porsche. You don't even have a car, for that matter. And your kids is out here stunting. That is not what's up. Let's get into some music. I want to hear Booed Up by LMA because you know that's my favorite song, okay? We talking prom. We talking about fashions going wild. We talking about Lamborghinis or light bill. Really? Which one are you really going for? It's your girl, Jaja. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It on Oso Radio. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Make sure y'all tune in and make sure y'all call in. This is an interactive type of thing. You call, I am, we talk, you, me, us. I'm live right now on my Facebook page. Also live on my Instagram. You can follow me at Jaja C. Hubbard on all my social media outlets. We're going to get into this LMA Booed Up. When we come back, we're going to be talking about prom back then and prom right now. I'll holler at your girl. One. We in there? This song? I got to hear it. This is my favorite song, DJ Low. Oh, okay. I love this song. I love this song. Girl. Feelings. Deep in my feelings. Really like me. I'm watching the ceiling. Can't breathe. Boy, you do something to me. Something new. Listen to my. What up, Joe? What's up, Michael Kowai, Torian Thomas? What's up, Shelly Shell? What's up, Jermaine Van, Stephanie McCain? What's up, Ryan Phyllis? What's poppin'? I'm in the studio. Hey, y'all like my shirt? Yeah, I said it. What y'all doing? Hey. I'm in the studio. It's also radio. It's your girl, Jaja. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Oh, how many ways can I make it it's true? Don't you know when you don't know the song, you don't know the words, but you just kind of act like you do, you know? Feeling all over my body. Hey, what to do? Something new. Hey, that's my jam too. Reese. I don't even got a boo, but even if I did have a boo, this is our song. Body, boot up. Boot up, boot up. Boot up. It just don't stop. Hey. What's up, B. Sherm in the building? I'm so proud of you, bro. I'm so proud of you. You make the hood look good. Keep making the hood look good. You ain't gotta look for it. Got me boot up, boot up. Got me boot up, boot up. You ain't gotta choose. Hey. Pull me closer. I'm gonna have my shirts for order. Y'all better buy them. Don't be acting fake. Now y'all go buy all that stuff at Foreman Mills. Y'all go buy all the stuff at JCPenney's. You can't buy a shirt from your girl. You'll go buy a t-shirt out the gas station. Don't know who made it, but you ain't gonna get one from your girl. Boot up.
Come back in and play one more.
Nope. I won't come back in here.
Talking to the mic, talking to the mic, mic.
10 seconds.
Talking to the mic.
3, 2.
Yo, 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 it's your girl, Jaja. You're listening to Also Radio, and you're listening to Yeah, I Said It, and before I take it back, guess what? I'm going to add more to it, and I know you heard me the first time. That was Ella Megan listening to Booed Up. I'm telling you, I'm about to go get me a boo, okay? I'm about to go get several, so every time one of them get in the car, I'm going to be like, baby, this is our song. So let me stop starting stuff. Think I'm like, every time I saw you, you said, I knew you were a player. No, I'm not. I'm just talking junk because that's what I can do. So listen, it's your girl Jaja, and you're listening to Also Radio. And make sure you go download the app. Make sure you go get it on your phone. It's really simple. You can go to www.osoradio.com and you can download it, or you can listen to me live. Or guess what? You can go on my social media pages and check us out. I'm live on my Instagram, and I'm also live on my Facebook right now, just so you can see what's happening in the studio. If you want to see a good look of your girl, Ja, I got my shirts on. Yeah, I said it before I take it back. I'm going to add more to it, so you make sure you go check those out. I'm going to have those available for you out here on the 1s and 2s and the 313s. But we're talking today, Prom's gone wild. Now, listen. I went to DPS. It's DPS CD now, Detroit Public School Community District. They didn't rename DPS, okay? So listen, when I was going to DPS, proms, you know, back then, I remember you had the Gigi Hunter. You had the Gigi Hunter. She was real hot. You had this thing where everybody wanted to design their own dresses. Was a hot mess because it just looked like a bunch of material sewn together and you look crazy. And then you had the custom, and then you had like the ball gown, you had the Gigi Hunter and all that good stuff. So during my time frame of being in school, I was in high school from 99 up until 2003 when I graduated. So that 99/2000 class of 2000, you know, they kind of set the tone for what the prom was. And I was very active in school. And so in present time, I've been asked to come to like some of my mentees' prom send-offs and, you know, some of my mentees' events that they have. And I'm just flabbergasted. Like, yo, mama just was asking to get some help and you about to drive off in a Porsche. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not counting nobody's coin because ain't nobody counting mine. But what I am saying is these prom send-offs have been a little just too much. And in my mind, I feel like it's just too much. You know, I love the backdrops. I love the stanchions, and that's the red ropes. I love the backdrops and the balloon arches. But when does it become too much? Because I've seen kids with pictures of money, you know, sitting on top of, you know, the vehicles. And, you know, now don't get me wrong, we had our rental cars too. You had to find somebody to rent you a rental car, you know, because we wasn't old enough, and you had to beg somebody and pray to God that they let you rent a car, or you rent somebody's car in somebody else's name. We didn't have no executive car rental like they do now. It was either Enterprise, Hertz, you know, at the airport. You know, you had to go get your car, you get it rented, you had to listen to the rules. And not only that, but it was so funny because when I was going to school and people were going to prom, you weren't even graduating and you was at prom. Like, you know, you're not graduating, right? But you still fresh to death at prom. You might want to take that money and put it towards your summer school, because you're going to need to go to summer school, my buddy. Listen, I want you to call in 313-729-3258. I want to hear from you right now. Tell me about your prom season. Listen, I was totally 8 months pregnant. Was it 8 months or 7 months? I think I was 7.5 months pregnant, y'all. Tayshawn went to prom with me. This is what happens when you celebrate too heavily when you win homecoming queen. And you celebrate too much, and next thing you know, you are the mother of a new baby because you want to be fast and young. And it's nothing wrong with being young. And I'm not hating on our young people at all. I love my young people. Let me tell you something. Them my people. I identify with my young people. However, I want to make sure that our young people make wise decisions, especially knowing that their parents don't make as wise decisions. And I think that sometimes we as parents have a problem or a challenge overcompensating, one, where there's a lack of another parent, or two, you want to give them what you didn't have. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the present moment, the class of 2018, which is getting ready to graduate this month and next month for proms and graduation season, and you want to make sure that you're importing good qualities, good characteristics, things that they can really have this substantial, because yeah, y'all gonna have some really, really fantastic pictures for the rest of your life, but what are you gonna gain after? Because right after prom is graduation, and that was a challenge that I had, and I want to talk about one, going to prom. One, when you have, and I have a freshman now, I have a high school student, can you guys believe it? Anywho, you plan this stuff out. You plan it, you save, you don't try to live beyond your means. And I feel like sometimes our people have the tendency to try to make it seem like we got it popping, like we are just out here. But at the end of the day, you're really boosting, you really bootleg. Like, you don't have to you don't have to become in debt for a one day. Like, and that's what I tell people all the time when I marry them as a wedding officiant. Shout out to United Vows. If you ever want to get married and you need to renew your vows or want to get, you know what I'm saying, married or whatnot, your girl Jaja does do marriages. I am a wedding officiant and I don't judge. So whoever you want to marry, if it's a crayon, tell them to come on. Where's the crayons? Anywho, so I try to tell my clients as they get married is that after the wedding, there is still a marriage. There's still a marriage after the wedding. After that big old beautiful dress and all of the people come and eat up all your food and don't give you no gifts, because you know y'all black people like to go to people's wedding, don't give them no wedding gift, don't give them no money, nothing. You just come, show up, and say you was there. And then the bride and got on the groom nerve so bad, and he just say, here, take the money, whatever you need, and then you go in debt. When my ex-husband and I were married, we got married and we had a beautiful wedding, but we sucked at our marriage. I mean, we sucked ass. And I say that wholeheartedly because we did not allow ourselves to actually, one, be friends. My ex-husband and I were not friends. We just dated. We dated before we got married, but we weren't friends, which is a big challenge. You're trying to do all these things with this wedding and do all these things to impress or woo the people or woo the crowds who really don't care nothing about none of that nowhere. They're obviously there because they love you and they care deeply about you enough to even attend. So when you're doing these prom send-offs, don't go broke trying to show off. Get them kids something nice to wear. Get them a nice vehicle that is not high in insurance. And get them together. Don't be giving them these bottles of champagne. You got the kids with champagne bottles and all of that foolishness. You're stupid. They shouldn't even be having alcohol with them or on them anyway. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. Don't judge me. Now, my brothers after prom, they did come and, you know, we did get together and have us a little, you know, a little powwow because I was proud of them, you know, for you know, graduating and whatnot, because my brother got kicked out of Mackenzie, you know, and he ended up going to Cody because he just was defiant and didn't act right, but now he in prison. So look at that. Look at God. Okay. Anywho, in the midst of all of that, I was so proud of them. And so we had a little powwow. We had a little good time, but you have to be mindful that people watch those pictures and people watch those videos. And then you do all of these things. You make this super duper dope prom send off, right? And then you have to turn around and prepare for graduation. Then you have to turn around and prepare for their open house if they're going to college or if they're going off to the Army or, you know, whatever military branch that they decide to choose, or maybe they're not going anywhere. Maybe they just chilling. So you do all of this, right? And they can't pay you back. You know what I mean? And I feel like if a kid, because they're still kids, you know, even though they're graduating from high school, and I want to make this very clear too. Your child is not grown just because they turn 18 or they graduate from high school. They're still going to need you. They're still going to need your guidance. They're still going to need your support. They're still going to need your wisdom, whatever you have to share and to give them. You have to make sure that you're still involved in their life, because even though they may be 18 or they may be 19 or they may be 20, I didn't move out until I think I was like maybe 25, 24 for real. I had moved in and out with my son's father and his family, and moved out on my own, couldn't maintain, moved back home, you know, so you do all of those different transitioning. And what up, though? Albanese, I asked this lady about you the other day at the Home Depot. She was acting all funny and stank. I hate when, first of all, I'm a very friendly person and I speak to everybody, but you pick up on people's spirit immediately when you start talking. I'm a doctorate in people. And the lady was just so stank. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, I'm a community leader. That's the problem with your stank attitude. So if you don't need to be nobody's community leader, you need to go pick up trash in the community. How about that? That's community leadership. Anywho, so prom send-offs gone wild. Make sure you download Also Radio. Make sure you download Yeah, I Said It. You are watching and listening to Jaja on Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. We're talking about proms going wild. I'm talking about my senior year, transitioning from high school, going to prom, going to graduation, and us just making sure that we're mindful of how we spend our money. We will not and cannot go into debt to try to prove that we got it and we balling. That is not the purpose of the prom. The purpose of the prom is a celebration, a dance, a conglomerate of festivities to congratulate those individuals who have made it to the requirements and credits that is necessary for them to graduate from high school. And because of that, this is for you. And not only that, I feel like it kind of should be free. I mean, DPS already gets a check for all of our kids. I'm just saying, you get a check for my kid. Why does the prom cost? So not only do I got to pay for the ticket, I got to make sure you sweet, and I got to make sure people is coming over. So you just got to make sure that you're mindful of the way that you spend your finances. And it's not all about pleasing people. We have to get out of the habit of trying to stunt in front and look sweet for people. People don't care nothing about you. And they gonna talk about you when you leave. Like, for instance, my cousin had a drop top Rolls Royce for her prom, right? And I thought to myself, why do they have a Rolls Royce in high school? A drop top? I mean, a Corvette couldn't work, like a Mustang didn't work, like they just as sweet. What is it that causes us to want to stunt like that? Like, is it because we're so poor? Are we that poor that we will go broke, even more broke, to pretend to be something that we're not? Like, I've never seen so many people have prom send-offs, but they ain't got a couch set in their house, but you got a rental car in the driveway. Ain't nowhere for nobody to sit when they come over. But she got on $1,000 dress. Like, make it make sense. And I don't get on here to bash or to discredit or do anything like that. But the thing about it is that those things are nice, but make it make sense. I think a Rolls Royce or a Bentley is something you do when you get married. Not when you're just graduating from high school. And you know what was so crazy? My little cousin, baby daddy, turned around and went right to prison. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Mama going through financial struggles right now. And so the thing about it is, I can say that because my mother had 7 children. And I thank God that I had the mother that I had. Mom, I'm not even Catholic, but, you know, I thank God for the mother that I had, because I'm telling you, she did not raise us to be name branders, you know, where people, you know, have you ever heard or seen people who gotta have name brand stuff? Like, they gotta, like, the conversation, them ain't Gucci. Like what? Like, you don't even have a GED. Shut up. I'm not even listening to you. Like, I'm not listening to you. Not at all. But my mom didn't raise us to be materialistic. I want to hear from y'all. Call in right now. 313-729-3258. We're going to get into this music in a minute, but I want to hear from you. Call in 313-729-3258. I want y'all to call in right now. I want to hear from you. Tell me about your prom story. Tell me how much your mama spent on your prom. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Mama got my dress. I posted my pic on my Instagram. If you're my friend on Instagram, if you're not my friend on Instagram, I'm on social media as Jaja C. Hubbard. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It on Also Radio. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Listen, I decided to do a prom pic challenge because prom has changed. I remember in the 80s, they had the chiffon and the big poofy polyester suits and the big bright solid colors, and you know, and now we're transitioning to a lot more details, you know, a lot of different fabrics. You know, the guys are wearing the tailor, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love seeing our young men dressed in suit jackets and dressed in slacks and got on these nice little Ferragamo shoes, and you know, they got their loafers on and they look absolutely amazing. But why is it only for prom? Why is it that the requirement for your kids or for your nieces and nephews or your little cousins to only get dressed up when they go on a prom or somebody's funeral? Why is that? Why is it that we're not encouraging our young men and our young women to dress up on a regular basis? Every day that I walk out that door, I dress like I'm taking care of some business, even if I'm not. You ain't gonna catch me at the store with no bonnet on. You ain't gonna catch me with no going to the store without no bra on. What up, though, Bunny Meg? What's happening, girlfriend? You ain't gonna do it. Because every day I dress not to impress, but I dress because I got something to do. I walk with a purpose. And I walk with a plan. And we have to learn to encourage our kids and our families. And even if they don't take the advice, at least you can say, I told you. They can't say you didn't tell them. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I pride myself on, and I pride my mom on, is she didn't raise us to be no label whores. And I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but some of you all are so focused on the label that you're wearing that you don't own nothing. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no life insurance if somebody pop you tomorrow. And that's real, because you know it's the holiday season, it's graduation season, it's prom season, it's the holiday season. And you know how we doing the 313. You look at somebody funny, you know what I'm saying? And y'all got the evil eye. Nigga, you looking at somebody, they looking at you, you looking at them. I have to tell my son all the time when he driving, like, you know, keep your countenance, your facial expressions to a minimum, because nonverbal communication is just as important and just as effective as verbal communication. You can say a lot without saying nothing. You see that? You see my face? For those of you that can see my face on my lives, you saw my face. My face meant business. So with that being said, our proms are getting really ridiculous, because I'm telling y'all, I get these commas. Tayshawn getting dropped off at prom in a helicopter. Nah, what y'all gonna do about that? Now step y'all game up, because Tayshawn coming to the Cass Tech prom in a helicopter. I promise you, Bible. Because at the rate that we going in, it's either gonna be a helicopter or a parachute or something. It's gonna have to be something real crazy. Because at this point, I mean, what is left to do? They got horse and carriages. They got I seen a Lamborghini. Like, who needs a Lambo? You're only 17, 18 with a Lambo. And I'm not hating. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating, because our prom was lit. We had a nice little white little limousine. My mama was on a budget, you know what I'm saying? And I was working at JCPenney's at the time. And I got my dress on sale, because you know a girl love a sale. You call me Frugal Francis all day long, and I don't mind, because you ain't gonna catch me talking about I spent this, that, and the third on this. No, not happening. Now there are some items that I do spend a little bit more money on in terms of quality, but that's because you want quality over quantity. And sometimes we be wanting the quantity over quality. Yeah, give me all of those. Like, you only need a few. You see what I'm saying? And so mom, she got my dress. We got my dress on sale. And plus, I really wasn't feeling prom anyway after I found out I was prego. You know, I got my club shot up. They shot my club up. And I became a victim of of a long hotel night. And that's going to teach me. What was my mama thinking letting me celebrate at the hotel after homecoming? I'm a kid. And for all of you parents out there that's getting y'all kids a room after prom and graduation, don't be surprised if they get knocked up or get an STD or any of that stuff, because that's what happens. If you have unprotected sex, that means you're planning for an unplanned pregnancy. That's what you're doing. Okay? And you can get pregnant off pre-cum, just so you know. The ones that come before the other ones come. 2018, straight up, no chaser. I ain't got time to play no games with none of y'all. So, gets my dress on sale, gets the limo, Tayshawn's dad ordered him a tux. He rented a tux and rented the little pieces. And we was good to go. We had a good time. I didn't get a chance to really eat because we got there late. And we just had a really, really great time. And I didn't have as much of a great time as I would like to have, of course, because I was pregnant. And that wasn't even a dress that I intended on wearing. I was trying to wear that dress that Halle Berry wore when she won her Academy Award or her Oscar. Y'all remember that dress? It was burgundy. It had these vines that covered up the boob part. And then it was just see-through all the way down, honey. And it had like the sides out and it had like the back. I mean, she was like Holly's body in that dress was killing the game. And at that time, I didn't have a body like Holly's. You know what I'm saying? I might have had a body like Hillary. You know what I'm saying? White girl body. I was just straight, you know. But it would have been cute. So I feel like it's only fair that I go to prom with Tayshawn. How do y'all feel about that? I feel like I should go to prom with Tayshawn only because he came to prom with me. And I didn't want him to. But anywho, listen. You listening to your girl, Jaja, on Yeah, I Said It on Also Radio. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. We're going to get into this. I want to hear some, what y'all want to hear? I want to hear T.I. Big Things Popping. Okay? Because we graduate. Y'all, listen, I want to congratulate all the parents who have seniors that have children that are going from elementary to middle school to high school, and high school on off to college. And congratulations to all of those parents who have children that just graduated from college. I want y'all to be safe because it's the holiday weekend. You know, fools be drinking and driving. That's why I love the owner of Oso Radio, because she don't tolerate that. No drinking, no driving, all that foolishness. We don't play that. No tolerance around here. Been there, done that. But that's a whole nother story, a whole nother day. I'm trying to tell you. Hopefully I get Caddy Rebos in here so maybe me and him can talk about the transition, because I'm telling you, you don't want to get caught with that drinking and driving. And not only drinking and driving, which will give you a result of a DUI, driving while under the influence, but you want to make sure that you're not drinking and parked, because now you can get an OWI, which is operating while intoxicated. So that doesn't mean that you driving. That just means, say for instance, right, you at the gas station, or you pull up and you're at the store and you rolling you up an L, or you done had you a few sips of something and your keys are still in the ignition and your car is still running. That is an OWI, and they can charge you, period, point blank. This is not up for debate. This is not up for discussion. This is not misformed information. This is facts, okay? Probation, 3 different times in jail, 33 days in rehab, facts, okay? Whole nother story, whole nother day, whole nother time. But that's facts, okay? $5,000, $6,000 gone toward paying a debt off that I didn't even need. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But look at me now. Praise the Lord. Anywho, we're talking proms going wild. I want to hear your favorite prom story. Call in right now, 313-729-3258. Listen, follow me on all my social media, Jaja C. Hubbard. That's ZSA C. Hubbard. I want you to go ahead and make sure you download the app, Also Radio app. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your computer. You can do it on your iPad. You know what? Matter of fact, you can go ahead and send you a pigeon out to the satellite galaxy and tell them the Also Radio need to come down here, so that way you can have it on your zone, so that way you can hear me on Thursdays from 12:30 to 1:30. It's your lunch girl special, okay? And I'm bringing the hotness to you. So listen, we're going to get into this music. I want to hear T.I. Big Things Popping, because it's a blessing when you're doing big things, and it's a blessing when you're actually committed and consistent, and you can see the results of your hard work. We're going to hear T.I. Big Things Popping, Also Radio. Yeah, I said it. Hey! Hey! Big things popping. Hey! Do it. What's going on, Sean D. Jackson, Brandon Hines? Hey, Ibram. Hey, Nicole. What's going on? Hey, the ill will. What's up? What's up, Franchelle? When you coming on the show? Yeah. Let's talk about that. When you coming on the show? Maya needs to hear this. Maya needs to come to the show. Maya needs to get some of that stuff out of her so she can stop acting crazy. What's up, Brian? Hey, Brandon Hines. Hey, Henry Moore. What's up, Tequila? Hey, Sus Lee Lux Events. Hey, Kenneth Triplet Jr. What's up, Brenda? I saw you yesterday on the porch, girl. Hey, Mystery. Hey, Anisha. Hey, Akil Alvin. Don't mess up the carving. We need that Cherish Events. Listen, you got an event that you need catered. Listen, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you. Her name is Reese, but her company is Cherish Events, and you can find her on Instagram, Cherish, CHARISH_events, Cherish Events. And she does the fruit carvings. She bedazzles it. She did my Cast Tech teacher appreciation, and when I tell you, the teachers were flabbergasted. They were totally they were shocked at the spread, and she just makes it. My underarms are sweaty. Do you guys underarms sweat like that? Mine. But she's really super dope, and I love her. Like, she's so awesome. My underarms are sweaty. Yeah. Make sure y'all go support our Black-owned businesses. What's up, Kim Miles? What's going on? Craig Miller. That's Craig Mizak. How y'all doing? Y'all gotta call in the radio so I can talk to y'all. Y'all can be live. I mean, I know y'all live on my I know y'all live or whatever on my social media, but I need y'all to call in the radio station for me. Okay? All right. Did you say you getting old? Hold on, wait a minute. Sonny from the Bronx, 3_313. No, you didn't. No, you did. Now we ain't cool. I'm gonna have to come to Arizona and get with you while you talking. You old. He tried it. I'm talking about I got a high schooler now. I'm getting old. Honey, I'm getting tender. I'm like a steak. You gotta beat it till it get tender, you know what I'm saying? So you can enjoy it the right way. Hey, do it this fresh. Do it the best, you know I do it. I do it. Do it. Hey. Grand hustle. Big things popping. Hey. What's going on, Tamika Jackson? I see you, girl, in the building. What's good? Hey. Grand hustle.
Three, two.
Yo, it's your girl, Jaja. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It on Oso Radio. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. And I know you heard me the first time. We're talking proms gone wild, y'all. Listen, it's 2018, and I ain't never seen no proms like it. I'm telling you, when my son, Tayshawn, graduate, I'm going to have to get a helicopter, and he going to have to jump with a parachute from the helicopter onto the building where they going to have the prom. Then he going to slide down. It's like, we're going to have so many action moves to compete because that's in 3 more years. I mean, seriously, at this point, proms have gone really wild, really crazy. And I feel like our parents are overcompensating, trying to prove their love through materialistic things, trying to stunt, trying to be sweet. And don't get me wrong. We have to stop putting so many expectations on one another to do all of these things that you know are not necessary. We do some of the most unnecessary things, and then we wonder why we lose, and then we wonder why other cultures are ahead of the game. Now, I would like to know, when was the last time you went to our Caucasian brothers and sisters prom send-off and they had a Lambo? I'll wait. Oh, okay. I thought y'all knew somebody because I don't. I mean, when they go to prom, they may have a pickup truck. They may have a Honda, you know, they may even go as far as the Benz, but they are not renting out these ridiculous cars. They're not buying dresses that are thousands of dollars only to wear once, because you know, after high school, half of y'all gained all that weight. Can't fit in your prom dress at all. It was a waste of money. You can't return it because the value of it has gone down. And then for some of y'all tried to make y'all a dress or customize or whatever the case may be, and your body don't even look the same. Like that little sad cutout part, you know that meat ain't gonna look the same now that you done bought it. Now some of y'all just snap back, okay? I'm telling you, because my snapback been real, baby. I don't know if you got a whiff of it, but she been snapping back on y'all, and y'all ain't even ready for what else she got up her sleeve. You know what I'm saying? But it's the Lord's will. You know, it's not mine. God's plan. That's going to be the next song that we going to play by Drake, because, you know, it's God's plan that he does all things, and he does them all so well. So listen, 2003, I graduated high school. Prom, nice, pretty pink dress, discount. We had a white limo. My son's father, he got a rented tux from a wedding place, and we end up getting a hotel downtown somewhere. At this point, I was kind of already pregnant, so my mom kind of really couldn't do anything about it. You know what I mean? So my thing is, you know, with our young people, we have to learn to teach them value. And so when you teach them these type of habits, what you're teaching them is how to stunt, how to front, how to make bad financial choices, how to look like we got it, but we really don't. You know what I mean? And I think when you teach a young person the value, in the family, the value of what it really means to go ahead and do your thing, listen, you got to understand, don't nobody got time for that. You're going to go in the debt for a prom that they half of the time they don't make it to, because y'all take so long with all these pictures. Y'all want to take pictures. Y'all want to take video. You want to take pictures with auntie, grandma, cousin, them. And don't get me wrong, they're graduating high school. They are probably, you know, this is a once in a lifetime thing. And so it's really exciting. But you have to understand that after prom, there are other things that come to play, and their whole life just begins. Their whole life. Like they have so, like, you have so much life that you have to live from your last semester in high school. That includes your prom and your graduation. That includes your letters of acceptance into college. I mean, it was a lot of people that graduated with me that didn't even know if they were going to college. And some of us went off to college, and some of us didn't finish. Some of us have went back. It took me 15 years to get this degree, this international business degree with foreign policy, but your girl's going to get it. She's 19 credits away, and you best believe she's going to be walking across that stage, and y'all better not be hating. Y'all better have a sign like, go, go. Anyway, listen, I need y'all not to be going broke over these prom send-offs. Like, I have a friend who's supposed to be here today, and it's all good, but he does a lot of photography, and I have a lot of other friends that are photographers as well, and there's nothing wrong with getting a photography package to capture those beautiful moments, but you don't want to put so much emphasis on the prom and not one on what comes after the graduation, because what comes after the graduation is real life stuff. See, prom, it's just a great day. You know, you go get your hair done. You done spent all this money on bundles and all this stuff. You drove your mom and daddy crazy, and y'all trying to pull money. Y'all done borrow money from grandma and them. Y'all done put together a plate to do all of this stuff. Stop it. We have to stop it. If we're ever going to be able to be effective within our families, effective within our community, and effective with our finances, we got to stop making these unnecessary purchases. You do not have to drive a foreign car to your prom. Make it make sense. And I'm not just talking about S-E-N-S-E. I'm talking about C-E-N-T-S. Make it make sense. Make sure that you're encouraging your young men to wear suit jackets on a regular basis, not just for prom. They shouldn't just be looking for a suit jacket when their homeboy gets killed. Like, y'all don't even dress up for funerals no more. You don't even reference the dead no more. You're just coming here with a t-shirt on and some jeans. You're just disrespectful, disrespecting the dead. And I tell my couples that I marry, because I am a wedding officiant and I do marry couples, I tell my couples all the time that there is a marriage that you have to work on after that wedding. While you getting this wedding to be bedazzled this, and y'all got all these bridesmaids, and you got all these people that are in the wedding party. You got all these elaborate things going on for this beautiful wedding. And don't get me wrong, a wedding is a beautiful way to share your love and allow the people who love both of you to view and be a part of that celebration. But there is more to the marriage than the wedding. That's just like there's more to being an adult and a graduating senior than prom and graduation. If you really want to prep your kid for life, then you really need to be taking some of that money from prom and putting it towards some things after their graduation, for their open house, for the first semester of school. What if they don't get the full coverage financial aid? What if some mishaps happen? We can't put so much money and put all our eggs in one basket where we're going backwards. We got to make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. So listen, call in 313-729-3258. Again, that's 313-729-3258. So you can chat it up with your girl. Tell me about your prom experience. Because listen, it's getting ready to be the holiday season. We ain't doing that drinking and driving stuff. Listen, if you're going to be drinking and driving, have you a DD, a designated driver. Get you somebody that ain't going to, if you drinking and smoking, find you somebody that's just going to be smoking. Because at least they'll be alert. They may be a little slow to react, but they're alert. They ain't like sloppy, because drinking will have you sloppy and have you doing things you ain't got no business doing. And we got kids on the road with these rental vehicles. We got people on the road to celebrating the holiday weekend. And around this time, I kid you not, you can look at the facts. I only spit facts because opinions, I don't do well with those, because you can't fight nobody with opinions. You only can fight with facts. But I kid you not, if you look historically throughout the United States, just specifically United States, and then you look in the state of Michigan, and then you look at the city of Detroit. At every time around this holiday time, Memorial Day weekend, there's always somebody who gets killed at the family barbecue, or the barbecue, wrong place, wrong time, or we have drinking and driving with these kids for graduations and proms. I am warning you. I'm telling you, because I love you with all my heart and soul. Let's educate each other. Let's love on one another and make wise decisions, because prom ain't the promise. Prom is just a catalyst to get you to the promise. That's to get you to your dream, where you want to be, what you want to do in life. You want to be a doctor, beautician, whatever. That's to get you to the promise. But prom is not the end all be all. And you have to learn to encourage our families and our young people that this is not where life stops. And you got them stunting and got bottles popping and all of these expensive materialistic things that have no quality, but your kids don't have life insurance. You don't have life insurance. So if you die tomorrow after spending all that money on prom, how they gonna bury you? How Sway? You can't put so much more emphasis on the things that we don't need in comparison to the things that we do need. It is time out for that. And we got to make sure that we put ourselves in position, and we put our kids in position, because wise people leave legacies for their children. Wise men leave gifts for their children after they're long gone. Their gifts will make room for them, and it makes room for them because you have made wise decisions early on in their life. And unfortunately, I wasn't in a position financially the way that I am now, and I'm not the way I want to be right now, but I'm in a lot better position than I once was when I was a younger mother, because I really wanted to be able to provide a quality life for my kid. And so with that being said, you got to make sure that you are ensuring and importing valuable lessons. Driving a Lambo or a drop top Bentley is not a lesson. What lesson do you get in that? How to stunt in front of your friends? How to make people envious of you and jealous of you, and they don't even know that your mama is on a plan for DTE. She on a bill payment plan, but you just drove off in. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. Like, it gotta make sense. And I'm not saying don't have fun, and I'm not saying don't celebrate your baby's accomplishments. Thank you, Coop DeVille, sitting on the 24s. I see you. You got to make it make sense. And sometimes I know that we make those rational decisions because we're in a moment and we want to do so many great things for our kids because we're so proud of them. But you have to make it after the prom. And 9 times out of 10, graduation is right after prom, less than a week, 2 weeks. So now you got to turn around, get all that stuff for prom, turn around, they want their hair redone. They want a new outfit for prom. And I'm sure 9 times out of 10, they're going to want to go out to dinner, either with the family or with their friends. So that's a cost. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to pay for that rental vehicle. And don't let them mess it up. Don't let them get a scratch. Don't let them get into an accident. You got the rental car in somebody else's name. Come on, somebody. I know I'm spitting the truth. Y'all ain't got to give me no amens, because I know, okay? She been there, done that. And it's so crazy because, like I said earlier, I give my mom kudos because my mom did 6 proms. Me, Big Boy, Tony, Tracy, David, and Martise. And you know what's so funny? And this lets you know the value in which my mom was so concerned and more consumed with her presence being there than her money being there. We have to get to a point where we are so consumed with our presence being there than our pockets being there. And see, a lot of times we think, oh, well, I'm going to just go ahead and get them this money and I'm going to just do this, that, and the third. No, your presence needs to be there, not just your money. Showing kids that you love them through materialistic things only causes them to be more materialistic. It doesn't cause them to love you more. It doesn't. It just causes them to love what you give them. And you have to be careful because how you start will be how you finish. So if you start off giving them name brands and start them off with that type of mentality, they'll have it for the rest of their life, and they're always trying to figure out ways to get more money to live that standard, to keep up with people. I put up a post the other day about, man, people are fugazi. When I tell you stunned for the gram and stunned for the book, baby, I'm telling you, it is something crazy. Because I had a conversation with a friend, and on their social media, you would think they are in love, okay? Based on their posts and their page. Come to find out, they don't even like each other. They trying to figure out how to get out of the relationship. So I made that post that everything isn't always what they seem. And so for all those parents that are on budgets trying to figure out, man, I'm not going to be able to give my kids as much that I would like to, or I'm not going to be able to do this, that, and the third for my kids as much as I would like to. I'm going to tell you something, straight up, no chaser. Do not stress yourself out about these kids. F them kids. You got them to graduation. You got them to prom. You got them, they grown. Now, you help them as much as you can, but you're not about to stress yourself out about no prom or no graduation. You do what you can, and you tell them going on about their business. Because you got them up until that point, and they're going to have to learn to stand on their own 2 feet because life gets really real after high school. I wish I could go back. And what I know now, and you know when you're young and old people tell you, girl, what you know now, you know, you're going to learn. It's gonna change. You know, you hear that when you was a kid, and then now that you're an adult, you're like, dang, that's what that lady meant when we was standing in the line. Or, dang, that's what this person meant when woo, 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 woo. You feel me? So I just want us to get to a point where we making it make sense. We've got to make this thing make sense. And I'm not saying celebrate with your kids, and I'm not saying offer them or give them the best, but don't overcompensate because of the lack of another parent not being there. Don't stress yourself out trying to get all this stuff. You let them kids know, look, this is the budget, this is what we're doing, and this is how we're gonna do it. Now, if anything extra come in, then I'll be able to do some extra. But if not, this is what's happening. And you also have to put the ball into their hands because they have to learn to be responsible. Okay, this is what you're going to take care of. You're going to buy your own hair. You're going to get your own nails and toes done. And I'll get your dress and I'll do this. You have to make sure that you learn to delegate certain things to certain people. Okay, so if your daddy is participating this year, he going to get this. Now, just in case he don't show up, grandma going to get this. This person gonna get this person's gonna get that, because I'm not about to be stressing myself out. And that's just how you gotta do it, people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get to the point where, you know what? I'm not about to be stressed out about this. I already graduated from high school. I already went to prom. This ain't my prom and this ain't my graduation. So with that being said, you're gonna get what I give you and you're gonna have yourself a good old time. Because it's not about what you're wearing and it's not about what you have. It's about the accomplishment of being able to obtain a degree, a high school diploma, to move on to your next level of living as a young adult. And if you make those bad financial choices, you'll be making them for the rest of your life. And if I'm wrong, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And I ain't flying nowhere, okay? But I'm going to be flying high, okay? Okay, sky's the limit. But at the end of the day, that's just what it is. I want y'all to make sure that y'all mindful. Listen, we're going to get to some music. You're listening to your girl, Jaja, on Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. We're going to play one more song. I want y'all to call in 313-729-3258. I want to hear from you. 313-729-3258. It's your girl, Jaja. Yeah, I said it on Oso Radio. And before I take it back, we're going to add more to it. Listen, I want to play some, what I want to play? I want to hear some Migos. Give me some Migos. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it, walk it. I love that song, too. Listen, we're going to have a lit summer, okay? The summer's going to be lit. But if you make wise decisions, you'll live past the summer. See, you got to learn to live past the summer so you can make it to the fall and the winter. See, that's when you're really winning. Because, see, a lot of people don't make it past the summer, okay? You know how we do in the city. I want to hear some Migos walking like a talking. I got DJ Low in the building on the ones and twos. The best engineer producer up in Oso Radio. If you didn't know, now you know, okay? Listen, we hearing some Migos walking like I talking. We ready? DJ Low? Okay, make sure you download the app. Make sure you go online, follow us. You can follow me, Jaja C. Hubbard. I'm live. My Instagram live just went down because I need to charge my phone, but charge it to my head and not my heart. I love y'all. Listen, we're going to get into some Migos, and after that, we're going to wrap it up. Love y'all. Call in. Peace. You got a charger over there? Android. I'm sweating. Sorry, guys. But you know that little sweat that happens in the crevices? I didn't put no powder on between there today. And I should have. I didn't think I was going to be this hot. But you know, you get to talking and running your mouth. You get to getting hot. Walk it like I talk it. Yeah. Hey. Something you can't do. Big boy gang moves. R.I.P. Big boy. Chain loose. Got the same boobs.
Same boobs.
Sauce it, sauce it, sauce it. Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ice, 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 ice. Scoliosis, cause I swerved the lane. Screw. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Like I talk it, walk it like I talk it. Hey, how many minutes we got left?
Like 5.
Dang, we still got 5 minutes.
Let me see. We got, no, after this song, we got 2 minutes.
Good, okay, because that's all I got in me.
Okay.
That's all I got in me.
I ain't know the song still had 3 minutes on it. So, yeah. So 2 minutes.
All right.
Like that
Man.
you can make that 2 minutes easy.
No, I know I can, but I got stuff to do.
Oh, you said you gotta go.
Man, let me tell you. You listen. When the getting is good, you got to go. Especially when you got that money on the floor, okay? You don't want people to change their mind when they got to give you money. You don't want to wait too late, because you know niggas in the city, they been spent it. Easy. Easy. Let somebody owe you $100 and you was supposed to pick it up the same day. They gonna be like, man, unless they just really holding it for you. Sopranos, and I walk it like I talk it. Roll left.
Yeah. Yeah, me.
Hey. Hey, if you guys want to be my guest on the show, contact me. You got a book coming out. If you have a business that you have in the making and you want to advertise, we have millions of followers on Oso Radio. I think Oso Radio on social media on Instagram got 53.6 thousand. I think it's 56.3 thousand because Randy got like thousands. And then the radio station as a whole, it reaches, because you can listen to this all around the world. Yeah, it's all around the world. If you just want to be my special guest, even if you don't have anything going, you say, Josh, I want to come to the radio station with you, and I want to be a special guest. Come through. I would love to have you. Maybe you can kind of be my voice of reasoning, or you could be my opposing thought process. You know what I'm saying? Like you think differently than me and you oppose my opinion. So I would love to have you. Walk it like I talk it.
Let's go. 2 minutes. You got it.
All right, let's get it. I'm trying to get. My granddaddy called me, want to know that I deposit his check. He think he's slick.
3, 2.
Yo, it's your girl, Jaja, and you're listening to Yeah, I Said It on Oso Radio. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. And I know you heard me the first time. Listen, you're listening to Jaja, and we're talking about prom gone wild. I know y'all been seeing all of these different prom send-offs that have just been, they've been more lit than a whole wedding. And I'm trying to tell you, listen, I'm talking about don't go broke trying to look like a boss, okay? It's okay to, one, not just dummy down, but make it make sense. You don't have to go and spend all this money, borrow this money, go in debt, take out a loan, all of these extreme measures that we take in order to please our kids or in order to please people who don't care nothing about us no way. I ain't never seen so many people that be trying to keep up with the Joneses, and the Joneses don't even like you. They talk about you every time you leave or when they leave. And I know you know, because haters don't just haters don't disappear, haters don't die, they multiply. So listen, I want you to understand that during this prom season, during this graduation season, and those years to come, we are going to challenge ourselves to make better financial decisions. We are going to challenge ourselves not to be stressed out or allow other people to stress us out. Stop making other people's problems your problems. You don't have to make their problems your problems. You are nobody's garbage disposal. Stop telling, don't let nobody psych you into or guilt you into or persuade you into or blackmail you into or blackball you into spending more money than you need to, and don't try to overcompensate what another parent cannot do because you want to make up for the time you missed out on the kid's life, or you want to make up for what the father don't do or make up for what the mother don't do. Just do your best. Do what you can with what you have until you can do better when they graduate from college. Now, when they graduate from college, that's when they get Bentleys. That's when they get Lambos. That's when they get Rolls Royce, because that's your own discipline. Ain't nobody taking you to school. Ain't nobody making you get up. See, college is when you show true discipline. High school, yeah, because you do enough to get you graduating. But your parents are still dropping you off and picking you up. Somebody's still waking you up. Somebody's still giving you rides. You're still getting a lot more help than you would when you go off to college. Yes, you're getting help, but you're a lot more independent. And so that's when the real stuff comes into play. So you say, Jaja, you said all that to say what? What are you saying? I am saying pay attention to your pockets. That's what I'm saying. If you know you don't have it, don't try to act like you got it. Just live your best life. And whatever that best life is, you live it accordingly. Don't sit up here and stress yourself out smoking cigarettes back to back. You know what I'm saying? You drinking and smoking blunts and trying to figure out how you're going to make this happen and how you're going to make this happen. And you praying about it, but you ain't praying about it. And you hustling and you scamming and you scheming. And some of y'all are swipers and punchers. And you're going to be in jail if you keep on messing around. You better go ahead and take care of your business. And at least if you're going to swipe yourself a new house. How about that? Stop swiping all these Gucci bags. Swipe yourself into a new resident. How about that? That's what you do. Take your little punching card and go punch yourself right on in and go get you one of them properties or one of them lots that can make you some money after that card has been disposed. Y'all better make some fights. You make me want to fight you. Ugh, you get on my nerves. I done messed up my bang fooling with y'all. Anywho, next steps according. It's a holiday weekend. We're going to have a good time for the weekend. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We are not going to overindulge. We are not going to be stunting in front, because stunting in front brings jealousy. And you know how we are in the city. Everybody is a starving star. Everybody want to look like they got it. Everybody's perpetrating a fraud. Y'all know ain't nothing fake on me besides my hair, nails, and eyelashes. I ain't got time to play no games with not a soul, because y'all ain't got a heaven or hell to put me in, and I could care less about your opinion because I can't pay not one bill with it. But what I can do is I can advise you in the best of my ability what to do, what not to do, and how to overcome some of those challenges that we face in the Black community, low income community, because a lot of y'all are low income. Half of y'all, hell, are just close from being indigent. And I know y'all know what indigent means. That means poor, poverty. You've been in jail. You know you get that indigent bag. There's the paper bag with a pencil, piece of paper, or orange, some double duplex cookies, and a boiled egg. Or indigent. You're indigent. You're poor. You ain't got no money. So stop overcompensating and living a life that you know is not or over your means. So this weekend, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Listen, if you're going to drink, walk. Get you an Uber account, a Lyft account. I got my girl Z Kitty. She's a Lyft. I can give you her number. She personally picks people up. She can go and pick you up. You just give her, your money. You know what I'm saying? Because, Uber and Lyft is the new jitneys. But we'll talk about that on another day, another time. Y'all know about the jitneys that used to sit at the store and follow your mama around to see if y'all needed a ride because y'all ain't had no car because he was really a sugar daddy on the low. But we ain't going to talk about that. Listen, it's your girl, Jaja. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. I want y'all to be safe this weekend. Much love. Make sure y'all save me some barbecue. Let me know who barbecuing because I'm coming through. Listen, I don't show up to people's house without stuff. I bring a drink, beverage, some bread. You know what I'm saying? I bring some paper plates, something. You know what I'm saying? Uno cards. I got you. I'm there. I'm in there. I'm in there like swimwear. Listen, make sure that if you're out here partying and having a good time and celebrating with your family, make sure that you guys are mindful. Make sure that you are safe. And if anything, communicate. Communication kills everything else. If you can learn to communicate effectively with somebody, even when your points are strong and even when you're trying to get your point across, if you have the ability and the mitigated audacity and the propensity to have a verbal conversation with someone without one being offensive or being offended, you're going to have a really great time. That shows maturity. And I want y'all to be mature this weekend. I know Detroit, we some bosses, and I know we got real bossy attitudes, but check your attitude. Check your attitude this weekend. Was it something I did? Was it something I said? You know what? I apologize. Let's practice apologizing and let's practice not spending unnecessary money. I'll try it today. I apologize if I've offended anybody or done anybody wrong. I hope you forgive me sincerely with all my heart and soul. Listen, it's your girl, Jaja. Before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. You're listening to Oso Radio. Make sure you go download the app and make sure you follow me. Follow me on my social media, Jaja C. Hubbard, ZSA C. Hubbard. Yeah, that's my name. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you download the app. Listen, we're going to leave out of here. I want to hear something big when we leave out of here because I'm feeling hyped. I'm about to go hit these streets. You know what? I want to hear Nice for What by Drake because who got time? No, I don't want to hear that. You know what I want to hear? I want to hear my graduation song from 2003. And it's by the Yin Yang Twins. It's called From the Windows to the Walls. Yes, that was our song. That's really crazy for that to be our song for graduation. Nevertheless, we're gonna listen to some Yin Yang Twins, and that was our class song for the class of 2003 from Mackenzie Staggs. Shout out to everybody who graduated from DPS, which is now called DPSCD, which stands for Detroit Public School Community District. Y'all better know what's going on in these schools. I want to send a special happy birthday to my cousin Irene. Happy birthday! All the birthdays in May. It's Gemini season. All y'all two-faced Gemini psych. I don't want no problems. Just joking. I'm just kidding. I love you guys very much. But listen, check me out next week. I'll have some special guests. Hopefully you're one of them. Make sure if you want to advertise with us that you contact me, call me. Listen, we can advertise, put your stuff up, get your pay, get you some new clients, new customers. Or you just want to chill and hang out with me and say, Jaja, you know what? I want to come up to the station with you. I'm welcoming you. Come on through. It's your girl, Jaja. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. We about to hear some Yin Yang Twins. And I'm out. Peace out. Do you. Be safe. If you can't do nothing else, be safe. I love y'all. Deuces. Oso Radio. Yeah, I said it. One. You got it? Let me hear some of that. Whew. Hey! up, y'all? I'm so hot. My underarms are sweating. Oh, so great, yo. 3, 6, 9. Get low. To the wall. Oh, skeet, skeet. Oh, skeet, skeet. So fresh, so clean. 50-11 time. 50-11. What's 50-11? What's 50-11 times? I love y'all. Taking the clothes off. Ooh, she naked. Don't disrespect it. Chico bitties.